First of all, Benedicto Kiwanuka was a soldier. I don't know whether you know that. He was a soldier in the Second World War. That's what I heard. He was in the Second World War as a soldier. When the war ended, he was one of the few Ugandans who went to South Africa, I think, South Africa, or somewhere, Fort Hare or something, and studied law. I don't know whether he studied in Britain or South Africa, but he studied law. And when he came, he got involved in the politics. And as the CJ said, he was very principled for sure, because he stood against the tribal chauvinism of Mengo and said, no, we cannot keep on pushing tribal agendas. We must have a national position. And although DP itself was still, because I was a member of that DP myself, so actually Kiwanuka was my senior colleague, because I was already very active. And I worked with him, actually. I met him and we were working together. Although DP still had its own sectarian side, being mainly a Catholic party, but at least on the national unity, they took a correct position. And we should salute him for that, even before you talk about the legal side. The legal side, I have got some criticism, because these were our colleagues. By that time, I had finished university, and we were engaged already. But on the national issues, he definitely took a correct stand. And if UPC or Bote had not been opportunistic and gone to please Mengo, Uganda would never have had political problems. You would have had a national consensus of telling Mengo, stop that nonsense of sectarianism. And Uganda would never have had all this chaos we had. So this chaos was caused partly by the double-facedness of UPC, saying we shall give Mengo what is impossible, and then later on they found they can't do it, and then they had to use now force, when they could have simply joined with DP and said, no, what you are talking about is not correct. So definitely, there, Kiwanuka made a good stand. Now, when Amin came in, we, the political actors who were there, had a difference. Because I had been in DP myself, although at that time I had been recruited, I was working in the president's office. When Amin came in, there was a division among the political class. Some of the people like Benedicto Kiwanuka, some of the DPs like Benedicto Kiwanuka, and some of the others like the Nabuderes, who were part of our, because we were also like a leftist group. Although I had been in DP, by this time we had evolved ideologically, and we were like a leftist group, a radical group. So we had differences among us. First of all, with our DP senior colleagues like Kiwanuka, and then also with our other group, the Nabuderes, the Wanume Kibedi, Rugumayo, who were saying, by working with Amin, they could guide him. We said, no, it's not possible to guide Idi Amin. We had problems with Obote, who was an educated person, but who had those tendencies of opportunism. But at least on some of the issues like East African integration, for instance, we could work with Obote to push the East African integration agenda. But Idi Amin doesn't understand anything. How would you work with him? So that's how we had the difference from the word go. Amin announced his coup at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. That's when the announcement came up. By 5 o'clock, we were meeting in a man who died recently, Yono Kanyomozi was the minister of UPC. He died recently. We met in his house in Bugorovi and decided to fight Idi Amin and informed everybody, for us, we're going to fight Idi Amin. So then we had differences. So our DPs, like in Ankole, I was quite a bit unpopular that time because Ankole was mainly DP. So when we decided to fight Amin, they were not happy with us. They said, Museveni, Kabuta's son is a vagabond now. You know, Wanyankole have got very bad words. That I was Echirare. Echirare means a vagabond. How could he go and join Obote? Obote did this, Obote did this, Obote did that, Obote did that. But we stood our ground and we said, no, yes, Obote had mistakes, but this man, Amin, is more dangerous because he's very illiterate. So, 71, actually, whenever I would come, because I was coming from Tanzania to do underground work here, and when we were coming here, we had to be very careful not to contact some of our other people, because for them, they thought we had made a mistake to oppose Idi Amin. So, for us, definitely, we did not think it was correct for Kiwanuka to accept. I don't think I have ever said this publicly, but because I'm here, I should tell you. For us, we didn't think it was correct for Kiwanuka to accept to be Chief Justice of Amin. We think it was a mistake. We thought that time, and we said so. And we didn't think that, and we told them, the Nabudere was working with the railway in Nairobi. Wanome Kibedi was the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Amin. This other one, Rugumayo, was the Minister of Education. But Rugumayo, I met him. I came clandestinely. He was staying somewhere in Nakasero. I met him just before these problems, before the killing of these problems. And I said, you people, they were beginning to see now, to see that they were in a trap. When I met Rugumayo here in Nakasero, he had a house somewhere there with Dr. Rugunda. Rugunda was a student in Makere. We drove. Rugumayo was a minister in the government. I was a rebel. So we came and met, and then he said, no, we are going to form our own small group inside so that we change this situation. So it was really unfortunate that, because you didn't expect anything better from Idi Amin. Idi Amin was not the one who could understand all these things, because we can agree. Even Obote, I don't think Obote would kill people, although he would kill a civil servant. He would marginalize, he would do this, but not kill in that direct way. So therefore, on the issue of Kiwanuka being killed by Amin, for us, we had a different view. He should not have joined Idi Amin. Idi Amin was not somebody Kiwanuka should have been Chief Justice for.